Hello friends, I am a proud Nigerian and I know you are too. Did you know that Nigeria will be 65 years old on the 1st of October 2025? Yes, and that will be in a bit. We have started celebrating here on Fumbus. To commemorate our big day, we have decided to go through the journey of Nigeria's rich cultural heritage. I am your host, Fatiarola Motolani. Let's go have fun together.
Don't charge up for the river.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Those tribes and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's all we're proud to serve, our sovereign motherland.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. The tribes may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians are proud to serve our own mother. I don't know. I mean, they don't teach us this in school.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tongues and tribes may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's all I'm proud to serve, our sovereign motherland.
Nigeria is free. Our known and nations now. Let's rock and roll the river in our is crowned. Nigeria's not artists.
Nigeria will be 65 years old on the 1st of October 2025.
1960, 2025. That's 65.
Reciting Nigeria's national anthem is an important aspect of Nigerian civic duty. It is a symbol of unity and patriotism among Nigerians. Oh well, how do Nigerians celebrate our independence? We went out to the streets of Lagos and this is what we brought back.
It's about to be a new chapter for Nigeria. I would love to see love, peace, unity, and good roads in my dear country, Nigeria. I celebrate Nigeria's independence by playing music and dancing.
I celebrate Nigeria's independence by planting trees, flowers to symbolize growth.
I celebrate my Nigeria independence by watching Nigerian movies and kiddie documentaries.
The colors of the Nigeria flag are green and white. White represents unity and peace, while green represents agriculture.
When we celebrate our independence, it allows us to reflect on our progress, achievements, and challenges since we gained our independence. Let's take a look at something equally fascinating about our beloved country, Nigeria.
Hello, children.
Hello, Miss Okonkwo.
Do you know what independence means? You don't know? It means freedom. It means what? Freedom. Show me. Freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from who? The colonial masters. You have an idea. Round of applause for him.
Let's go.
Good.
You have it. Excellent.
Before our independence, there was nothing like Nigeria. No place was called Nigeria. All we had were small places. People were just on their own. And then these Europeans came and started ruling us in these small areas. We have the Southern Protectorate, we have the Northern Protectorate, and we have the Lagos Colony. ruled by the Europeans. There was no Nigeria at that time when they came. So they came in through the sea, through the water. There was no airport, so they didn't fly in because they did not know where they were going. So they came in through the ports, through the waters, and they started acquiring places until 1914. Until when? 1914. When Lord Lugard now felt, okay, they agreed that they should put all these small places together and call it and give it a name and call it Nigeria. So that's how in 1914 Lord Lugard saw to the coming together of the Northern Protectorate, the Southern Protectorate, and the Lagos Colony as a country. Now, what name would they call this country? His wife. They thought about it, don't you think? Yes, Flora Shaw, his wife. The name is what? Flora Shaw. Now said, okay, because we are talking about area around the Niger. River Niger is a very popular river around the place they were ruling.
They used the one from Niger to make a word Nigeria.
Good. Actually, Nigeria means Niger area. Nigeria means what? Niger area. And that's how they came about the name Nigeria. And they continued to rule us from there. Even though we had our people who had gone to school, who had become big people, like like Chief Awolowo, like Enahoro, like Bamako, many of them. But then they said no, they were going to continue to rule us. They will carry our cocoa to London and use it to do chocolate and bring it back to us to buy. They will take our oil, taking away everything, and we are ruling us. Our head of state then was the Queen of England. You can imagine. And the flag that we are using then wasn't this Nigerian flag, it was the British flag called the Union Jack. See? Do you like that? No?
It's scary.
You know, it's scary. So that's how we were until all these big Nigerians. From the north we had Alhaji Tafawa Balewa. From the south here we had Chief Obafemi Awolowo. We had Herbert Macaulay.
They all rise up.
They rose. Yes.
And they said, this is not enough.
Do you understand? Enough is enough. We also had people from the east, Honorable Nandez, lots of others from every part of this country. They came together and they started talking. They didn't fight. Nigeria did not fight any war to gain her independence. They took their case to the colonial master and said, what? We think it is time we begin to rule ourselves. And they talked and negotiated until, okay, they decided to give it a thought. And then there was a hero, so that people were not ready to give up. They agreed. And they set up a date, a committee to plan for this independence. When is it going to happen? And then they agreed that it was going to be on 1st October 1960. It was on that day that the British flag that we were flying, are we British people? We are not. But we were flying their flag. So it was on that day, 1st October 1960, that the British flag was brought down. And then the Nigerian flag was hoisted. And everybody was happy. If you were there at that time, would you be happy? So what do you do when you're happy? Yeah, everybody was happy. There were lots of celebration and lots of merriment. People were happy. And from that time on, the British people left the governance of Nigeria to Nigerians. So that was how we gained our independence.
Nigeria, our pride, gained our independence years ago. This historical episode cannot be complete without enjoying a typical Nigerian dance. Take a look. Colorful, you would say. Nigerian dances are known for its high energy dynamism and rhythms which captivate audiences. Let's have more fun learning about Nigeria.
Welcome to the Crimped Photo Museum. Actually, this place is called Nigeria. So you are now inside of Nigeria. And what we have here is photographs telling the story of Nigeria as back as 1884. You're welcome. So how are you all?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, like I said, you're welcome to Nigeria. I'm going to take you around Nigerian history briefly. One, I'm going to start from, have you heard of the name of George Goliath Tubman? Now, history have it that Tubman is the father of Nigeria. Now, George Tubman was actually a businessman in Nigeria, and there were a lot of other colonial businessmen, that is British businessmen, who were doing business in Nigeria before the formation of Nigeria. And what he did was he wrote to the King of Britain, and he told him, we are a lot of people here doing business in this part of the world, this part of Africa, and I think I can coordinate them together under one company. So the king said, go ahead. And that was when he formed the company UAC. And UAC became the first administrator of what we have today as Nigeria. They actually mounted a flag in Lokoja. Lokoja is in Kogi State. They mounted a flag in Lokoja and declared themselves the owners of this part of the world. Now, George Goliath was there until when Lord Lugard moved into what is the present-day Nigeria. He used to be in Uganda. When he came into Nigeria, he met with George Goliath, and Goliath told him, this is how far I have gone guiding these people and ruling over these people. But I'm thinking we should give them a name. So at that point, Goliath started thinking, what name will I give them? Okay, maybe I should name them after myself. So the initial idea was to call us Goldacia, after George Goliath. But there was a journalist, a lady journalist, who was working for Time International magazine. Her name was Flora Shaw. Flora Shaw happens to be a friend to Lord Lugard. And at that point in time, Flora Shaw was staying with Lugard. They were actually not married, but they were planning to get married. And Flora Shaw one day came on top of, Lord Lugard was staying on top of a mountain. It's called Mount Patti. Mount Patti is in Lokoja. So Flora Shaw sat there and was looking at the river Niger and the river Benue. Have you heard of the confluence point? Yes. Where the river Niger and the river Benue meet together? Yes. So as she was admiring that place, she thought over it and said, why don't we give these people a name that is after this river Niger? The Niger area. And that was how we got our name Nigeria, which is actually Niger area. So from that point in time, Lord Lugard in 1914 amalgamated the North and the South together, protectorate, to form what is Nigeria, and he became the first Governor General of Nigeria. James Robinson took over, and at that point in time, we had nationalists, Nigerians, who were fighting to have independence, to make Nigeria an independent country. We had the likes of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, we had the like of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, we had the like of Ahmadu Bello, and Tafawa Balewa. Now, all these people were agitating, they were fighting and saying, we want Nigeria to be a nation, to stand on its own. October 1st, 1960, the colonial master, the colonial government, that is Britain, gave them independence. Now, I need to show you something. Now, before then, this was the flag we used to have. Have you seen this flag before? This is called the Union Jack flag. This is the British colonial government flag. So this was what we had then as a flag of Nigeria. But when we became an independent country in 1960, we moved from this flag to what flag? You have an idea? Which flag? The green, white, green. So we had the green, white, green. But before the green, white, green, there was an open competition. The federal government said people should design flags so that we can get a flag for Nigeria. And among the entries that came in was a young man who was schooling then. He was a student. His name is Taiwo Akinkunmi. He's now of blessed memory. He's late. Taiwo Akinkunmi designed this particular flag for Nigeria. You can see this flag, yes, the green, white, green, and a red sun. Now there was a committee who was to decide which flag Nigeria would approve. So the committee loved this flag, but did not like the idea that there was a red sun in the middle of the flag. So they removed the red sun, and that was how we came to have our green, white, green as a flag. Let me show you some other unique things we have here. You can see some very old coins with holes in them. Now, all these were used as means of exchange in the market. You can go to the market and buy things with them. Okay, kids, do you have questions you want to ask me?
Yes, sir.
You do? Beautiful.
My name is Ebenezer Daniel.
Okay.
How long has this museum been in existence?
The museum was officially commissioned on October 1st, 2012. But before it was commissioned, I've actually been working and preparing materials to start it off. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. What's your question, ma'am?
Sir, how do you get your materials for the museum?
Basically, I search through history books. I look for photographs that are in history books. I look for photographs that are in biographies. That's why you can see I have quite a lot of biographies here. I have about 276 biographies, and I'm still buying more. Then I go to all libraries with my camera, and I reshoot photographs from cameras. I hardly take photographs from the internet, because most cases I've discovered that you take a photograph and you have a wrong information on that photo. I don't want to get into an error. It was actually a pleasure to have you come to the museum today.
Thank you, sir. We have enjoyed your time. Bye-bye.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was awesome. A story of freedom and sovereignty. Hey friends, let's go down the memory lane on our past leaders and the current one.
Let's all sing this song. Then it's fun. Here we come. Would you like to join the fun bus?
Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was born in Zungeru, November 16, in Niger State, 1904. He was a lawyer, a political scientist, a journalist, and a political activist, popularly known as Zik. He became the first president of Nigeria from 1st of October 1963 to January 1966. He died May 11, 1996. He truly is a Nigerian hero. Major General Aguiyi Ironsi was born in Umuahia, March 3, 1924. He was the first Nigerian military head of state. He came to power January 16, 1966. His rule lasted for about 6 months till he was assassinated in July 29. The same year, a via military coup. He was 42 years old when he died. General Yakubu Gowon as the third military head of state of independent Nigeria, born on October 19, 1934 at Kanke in Plateau State. He ruled Nigeria during the deadly Civil War and a few years after, from 1966 to 1975. He is still living. Murtala Ramat Mohammed, born in Kano, November 8, 1938, succeeded General Yakubu Gowon as the fourth military head of state. His rule was a very short one, from 1975 to 1976, when he was assassinated. Then came the fifth head of state, General Olusegun Obasanjo, born in Abeokuta, March 1937. He ruled Nigeria from 1976 to 1979, when he handed over to a democratically elected government. Alhaji Shehu Shagari, born in Shagari, February 25th, in Sokoto State, became the sixth head of state and the first elected executive president of the Second Republic. He ruled Nigeria from 1979 to 1993. In 1983, he was the only president of the Second Republic. General Muhammadu Buhari came along as the seventh head of state. He ruled Nigeria from 1983 to 1985. Then came the eighth head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, who ruled Nigeria from 1985 to 1993. Following a failed election, he handed over to an appointed interim president. The interim president, Chief Ernest Shuneko, ruled Nigeria from 26th of August 1993 to 17th of November 1993. General Sani Abacha became the 10th head of state. He ruled Nigeria from 1993 till his death in 1998. General Abdusalami Abubakar became the next head of state. He ruled Nigeria from 1998 till 1999, when he handed over to an elected government. Retired General Olusegun Obasanjo. This is his who came back for the second time as Nigerian head of state and the 12th in the hierarchy. He ruled Nigeria from 1999 till 2007. Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, who ruled Nigeria for only one term, from 2007 till 2010. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, he ruled Nigeria from 2010 till 2015, when he handed over to Muhammadu Buhari, retired general. This is his second time. He handed over to the current president.
Awesome! Indeed, we have really come a long way. God help us to attain greater heights. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Nigerian history, culture, and achievements. Remember, for Nigeria to strive and get better, it is in our hands. Long live Africa, long live Nigeria. I am your host, Fatiarola Motalani. Goodbye.
Let's all sing this song. Learning is fun. Here we come. Would you like to join the fun bus? It's time for a ride in the fun bus. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make sure you're around. There's plenty of learning to be done.